Just imagine looking down at your phone and a notification pops up. Pay increase approved. Your eyes widen. You can't help but smile. It's a fantastic feeling, right? That dopamine hit is absolutely visceral. You are finally bringing in a bigger paycheck. But right as that amazing realization washes over you, we've got to hit pause. We need to ask literally the most critical question of your financial life. Will your bank account actually know you got a raise? Seriously, think about it. You're making more money, sure, but will your net worth actually reflect it?
Which brings us to part 1, the spending trap.
Here's what happens to so many people, and it happens fast. You get that new paycheck, and boom, the celebration begins. You hit up a new, fancier restaurant, you buy some new clothes to match your new status, maybe you start browsing for a newer car, you add a few more streaming subscriptions because, hey, you can afford it now, right? You make more, so you start spending more. Maybe you move into a nicer apartment. It's like this rapid-fire montage of lifestyle upgrades. And suddenly, before you even realize what happened, the entire raise is gone. Just poof, vanished into new monthly bills.
So let's officially define this trap in part 2, defining lifestyle inflation. And this brilliantly illustrates what happens when we look at the cold hard numbers. Let's say under your old income of $4,000, your expenses were around $3,700. You were living a very specific lifestyle. But then your income goes up by $500. Awesome, right? Well, suddenly your new expenses jump exactly $500 too. Because of that nicer apartment, the new car payment, all the extra eating out, you've literally matched your increased income perfectly with increased spending. And the net result? Zero additional wealth. Your bank account is sitting in the exact same position it was before you got the promotion. There is a formal term for this phenomenon, and it is hands down the single biggest roadblock to financial stability. It's called lifestyle inflation. Simply put, when your income goes up, your lifestyle automatically rises right along with it. And it creates this really dangerous illusion. You feel wealthier, because you're surrounded by nicer things and higher-end experiences. But in reality, you're completely stalling your financial progress. Instead of actually building wealth and security, you're just working harder to maintain a significantly more expensive life. You're basically trapped on a treadmill, and someone just dialed up the speed.
So how do we fix it? That brings us to part 3, the smarter financial move.
How do we actually step off that treadmill? Let's transition over to the solution and figure out how to build long-term financial stability instead. And look, this isn't just theory. This is a comprehensive roadmap drawn straight from frameworks by investor.gov and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or CFPB. Here is the absolutely crucial, smarter move when you get a raise. Do not let your lifestyle automatically rise with your income. When that extra money hits, you've got to redirect a chunk of it towards your future before you get used to spending it. Step 1, assess your spending. You need a crystal clear picture of exactly where your money is going every single month. Step 2, build an emergency fund. The CFPB heavily emphasizes this to protect you against sudden financial shocks. Step 3, tackle and pay down that expensive debt. And step 4, consistently save and invest. You close the shopping app and you open up a brokerage account instead. You put that new money to work for your future. And setting these defined financial goals over a strict timeline, that is exactly how you ensure your future economic security and seriously level up your financial literacy. Let's break it down. Over the first month of your raise, you just focus on step 1. Track those expenses and really assess your spending. Over the next 3 months, direct that extra cash flow straight into funding your emergency savings. By month 6, you're using the raise to aggressively reduce any high-interest debt. And from 1 year and beyond, you are consistently saving and investing to build massive wealth over time. This is your foundational toolkit. You aren't just saving a few bucks. You are literally buying your own financial stability.
This takes us right into part 4, freedom versus stuff.
And this brings us to a pretty profound philosophical choice. On one side, we have looking richer, which honestly just equals buying more stuff. But on the other side, we have becoming wealthier, which truly equals gaining more freedom. So the crucial point here is this. There is a massive, massive difference between looking richer and actually becoming wealthier. Lifestyle inflation is all about looking richer, right? It's that instant gratification of showing off the raise to the world. But avoiding that spending trap and actually following that CFPB and investor.gov roadmap we just talked about, that is about long-term financial empowerment. When you lay both options out like this, the choice becomes incredibly clear. We have to choose freedom over stuff. Don't immediately upgrade your life. Upgrade your future. That is the core takeaway right there. True financial security requires you to act completely differently than the rest of the crowd. When everyone else is out buying the newer car and renting the nicer apartment the absolute second their paycheck goes up, you need to be the one quietly directing those extra funds straight into an investment account. Let them have the illusion of wealth, because you are going to build the reality of it.
So, I'll leave you with this powerful final thought as you look out at your own financial horizon. Make more, keep more, build more. The very next time your income increases, what choice are you going to make? Will you just maintain a more expensive life, or will you actually build a wealthy one? Think really carefully about that before you spend your next race. If you found this breakdown valuable, make sure to hit subscribe to Get Money Tactics for a lot more insights into building real wealth. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.